Hey all you cavies out there, today we're going to do a video on how we built our rack system. Basically going to try and give you as much information as we can and let you know where we got stuff and step by step how we do it. First we got this right here, this frame. Actually it was supposed to be shelving at Lowe's. They got all kinds of sizes, all kinds of shapes and stuff like that there. We bought this one here. Alright, it's about 18 deep, 36 wide, and about 72 tall. But we're going to be using the inside dimensions to do this. Now, we have one thing up on most people. We work at a factory that builds cabinets. All the wood we're using for this project was taken out of the trash and cut to size at the factory. All we did was painted it up and got it ready to go. So I'm going to try and show you the first step we do to take care of that. We got our 41 quart containers, as you can see right there, from Walmart. Alright, to determine how much I've got to cut out, I put the tub in and I look at the area I need to cut out. We initially cut this for our lower one, so this is not going to be like the rest of them. It'll be the off one. So as you can see, I need to cut out that much. That way this will slide easily in and out. Alright, once we put all this together here and we got this painted up, first step we're going to do is put in the lower floor. Now you're going to need about 8 of these if you're going to do it with all half-inch material, or you can do like we did and they send material with it. You can double that up to make thickness and then you won't need as many. Each one of these are going to be
35 and 5/16 wide, 17 3/4 deep.
Alright, so we're going to put it in. I'm going to use this wood to hammer on. It's going to fit snug. You want it to fit snug and tight, and it will. So I'm going to use this wood so I don't mar up my painted surface. It's going to be snug. Okay. Now, once you get the floor in there snug, that's where you're going to be putting your first tub. Something we did with these tubs, is we want ours to slide out the front and the long way instead of the short way. So what we've done, I've taken my Dremel Tool and cut holes here. Now, these holes will help me to get those in there. But since we've improved this a little bit, I'm going to have to cut a little bit more out to get this in so it'll slide in and out. So I'm going to use my Dremel tool to do that. So I'll get back with you when I'm done with it. Okay, so we done cut out the section, and if you look, now the tub will slide in and out right there. It'll go easy. So that part of the project is over. Now, the way we're going to get 8 tubs in here is we're going to have 2 per section. And the way we've done that is we built side areas, so you won't have to use any screws, by the way. So you have to do this exactly so it'll be snug. And we're going to hammer those into place. My wire for my heat source will be coming in off the back. The heat source will be coming across here, right here. I'll show that to you and how I wire it up and stuff as we go. Alright guys, now if you look down here, I've just kind of set up the lower area. And that corner is going to be where my plug's going to come in. Now the way we're going to wire this is we're going to have a junction where every one of them join to the other one. Up and up and up until you get out. The way you're going to have to do this is buy a cheap extension cord. And you're going to cut that extension cord end off. Then you're going to split the middle, down the middle here, to expose these ends. Now, being as you're going to have to do this as you go, make sure you follow these directions pretty dead on, or you're going to have some issues. So, this is going to come around the back, and this is going to set right on it. So make sure that the extension cord is flat when you do this, just like that. So it's in there like that, okay? The thing to remember too is you're going to be running jumpers up, right up. So you're going to have to go from here back out up to the next one. All right? I'll show you how it is in just a second. All right, here's the tape. Put your plastic container under there. Measure where you want it at. You want it cleanly, fully underneath, right? And you only have to have it go all the way across. You don't have to have it run the full width of your base down here. Just like that. So if you look, you'll see through there how I've got it. So make sure that all yours is going to be set up kind of like that. Okay, now when you cut these, make sure you don't cut the black. Cut in between the black. Okay? In between the black. So I'm going to kind of get my idea of what I need here. And cut in between the black. Try not to cut the black at all. It's not a good thing. Okay. So when you cut this, now you got the basic size you need. You're going to lay it to where you want it, like this. Make sure that's where you want it at. Then you're going to take, which I actually ordered stuff for this so that I could make sure that I've got everything right, insulators and stuff. I bought these. These you clamp on the ends. Clamp on the ends, making sure that these metal clamps clamp right there into your metal. It's got to be into the metal. As you see, it doesn't. So you're going to have to cut back some without cutting that metal. You're going to have to cut back some to make sure that you have what you need to make those clamps clamp. So cut back some, not hitting the black, not hitting the silver, staying off all that stuff, so you can get what you need to get that to clamp. Real important that it clamps solid. Real solid. Don't want the wires coming loose. Some people scratch this off, solder to it because of the plastic coating on it. Some people will do a rivet method. These all work, but I'm doing this particular method here. So I'm going to have it to the back like this because that is where my hole is going to be in the back. Now herein lies the neat thing that we're going to do. This is where we do a jump system. You want to peel the wires off, all this. So I'm going to do a general setup and then I'll get back with you. Okay guys, here's how we set up our heat tape. We've got power coming in, then we've taken a jumper off of it. We're going to run the jumper up to the next one. We're going to do the same thing on the next one, just like this. We've got our metal connectors and our insulators right here. Alright, just like that. They're going to come up, it's going to go with the next one. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do that 8 times, up, 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 till we get to the very top one. In the middle, I'm going to make an extra opening to where I can put my thermostat sensor to regulate the temperature. So we're going to keep going, kind of show you as we go, you know, what's going on. But right now, we're going to move on. Alright. Alright, all you KVs, here's the deal. We put a hole on top right here. The reason is because I feel that the actual tub is a little flexible, too flexible for me. So I put a hole there so I can slip a dowel down through there so we can keep this. See how that's pretty loose? Well, we put a hole in there, slip a dowel in there, that'll lock it into place, make it nice and snug. Okay, we found out on the first one, it's a learn as you go experience. This hole would not work. We end up, because of these two insulators are thicker than what we expected when we were putting in the tubs. So, and we had to get this far enough back. So we put 2 holes so we could split the wires further so we could pull this all the way back so our tubs would fit better. Okay? Now remember, we've got those 2 in. Our next job is to bring the next one up, just like this, and just keep going up until we get to the very top one. Alright, so we're going to put this one together and we'll get back with you. Okay guys, as we move along, we find things we have to do to make it work the way we'd like it to do. These right here, these areas here that hold the cabinet together and everything, we had to put these on the outside. Just remember this, you have to move them to the outside. Alright, it's really important that you do that. Move them to the outside. If you look, these are on the inside. See these lips were the old shelving set? Well, you'll end up having to put those to the outside. If you don't, you'll end up not being able to get it together the way you need to. But there's 2 of them done. I'm going to take a break, been at this for a couple hours, and we're going to move on. Alright, here's the back, guys. You can see I got it wired. And if you look real close, right here is where my right there is going in under the heat tape. That's going to be my thermostat control. But it all goes down, wires together all the way down to 1 wire. Now, something that's cool is we had a lot more room than we thought. Alright, KVs, it's done as far as we can get it. Here it is. We had to leave some of the side and back mounts out. It's okay. It's still got 3 sets to hold it together. It's very snug as it is. But if you come over and look, that's where we got our thermostat coming in underneath there. So we're all hooked up here. We actually realized that we have room for 10? A
total of 10.
Total of 10.
We can fit 2 more where those
So later on, if we
branches are.
need to, we can turn this shelf into 2 more 41-quart tubs. So what do you think, guys? I think it looks really good. We did this for probably what, $100?
50 for the frame, shelving frame. The wood was free. Maybe $30 for the heat tape and the
Insulators and
those things.
yeah, and paint.
You know, a couple bucks for the extension cords. Oh yeah,
And to buy paint.
we bought a 1 gallon of paint for like $15. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
yep, we've got it
a little
done.
over 100.
We're gonna transfer some snakes over because
we need to get them out of there.
Off
And
the
I'm having
floor and off the extra.
I'm having an issue with one of my balls. If you you guys can give me a hand here a little bit. He hasn't eaten for 5 weeks. Meaner than crap right now for some reason, striking and stuff. Not normally like that. But want to know how long you guys go. We're going to try a live when we can find a live and see if he'll eat it. Normally he was eating frozen. We don't know what's going on. But if you can think of something, let me know. And if I need to assist feed, I will, but I'm just not sure when to do that. So, if you guys, we're going to leave a list of everything it took to make this, and I'll put it on after this. I'll put it on a piece of paper so you guys can read it all. But this is a fantastic, along with the sizes and stuff that we did. Give us your opinion, what you think, man. I think it looks good myself, but of course I'm prejudiced. We made it together. 6 hours, but it got done. Well, you guys have a blessed day. Until next time. See you later. Okay, guys. I forgot to tell you, in the description below, we're going to leave you the list of all the supplies that we used to do this with. You guys will have to experiment with it and see what you can come up with. You might find better ways, different ways to do things. Just enjoy, and remember, you can make them cheap. We're going to start making our own. Alright, have a blessed day.